Audio on.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is Friday, December 29th, 2023. Welcome to another FiatLeak live stream. My name is Danny DeBrito and I am joined by Octo and
Yeah,
Dr. Erickson Montero. How are you guys doing today?
Hello,
very good.
great. How are you
Wonderful.
doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So, apologies to everyone for the delay here. We had some technical difficulties. And currently, the only way that we can go live is I can hear myself echoing through my headphones, which is going to be very
Very annoying.
difficult for me to talk during the stream. So I'll be very minimal. For whatever reason, the software that we use for streaming is being very difficult. But we are going to press forward. Thank you guys for waiting for us, and I'm glad to see everyone here. Let's go ahead and jump into things. It is Friday, and that means that this week's FiatLeak Fantasy Day Trader is up, and we have a winner. And let's go ahead and go there and see the winner for this week. You guys have a good week?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, not bad.
Good week. Yeah.
A very long
With
week.
family. Yeah, very long. Never end.
Tell me about it. The holidays, end of the year, wrapping up loose ends,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
A lot of things to wrap up before the end of the year.
Unwrapping
Yeah.
gifts, unwrapping stuff, unwrapping
Unwrapping
millets.
Milix.
Rapid meetings.
Yeah, and it ended well for me because I did a great performance on the FiatLeak day trade fantasy day trade competition.
You did, and we'll get to that. But for this week, the winner is the Jad Shah.
Yeah.
Right.
He won this week, and this I don't see what his portfolio picks were, but for the 2023 season, participants must have played in at least 5 of the 6 weeks, and here are the season's rankings. So,
Yeah.
what Erickson was alluding to is that he made it on top. He's in the number 1 position for the overall season performance at 70.11% growth. That's very impressive. But a very, 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 very close second is a handsome gentleman named Danny at 68.32%, which is about
not very close.
only 1.79% lower than Erickson. And then at number 3, we have this guy named Price at 39.93%, Rajni, then Aerosol, and Octo. I am happy to say that the regulars on this stream all made it on the list. Congratulations to all you.
Yeah. That's impressive. Yeah.
I'm actually glad that this week I beat all of you.
Yeah. Well, it's not about how you do one week. It's about how you do the whole season.
I know.
Well, I had a week where I was...
Almost everyone was negative this week.
Yeah.
Been some funny price action going on all across the board.
For sure. I thought I was going to have a good week just going all in on Millix, but...
yeah.
It started strong. Milik started strong on Monday, so it was it was a choice. That's why it was only a smaller percentage for me.
Yeah.
And funny enough, the winner of this week was 50% Bitcoin, 50% Ethereum, and he made it on a positive note, as only a few did.
It's a safe pick right there, especially during a bull run.
The winner was expecting a sideways move on crypto market. So
Erickson,
it was fairly
So
And there
tell
was a
me,
few, uncorrelated pumps
yes,
in my view. But yeah,
Yeah,
there
Danny.
is this
So
general sideways now.
right.
this is the end of the season. Are you guys ready for another season? Are you getting on on shape for the next season?
See, this
Totally.
kind of segues to my question that I was going to ask you is can you divulge what your secret is to your picks, how you pick? I mean, for
Well, I
me, it's
think
very simple. Like I said, I mainly use the FiatLeak market summary, which is right here
yeah,
on the top left. I go for the red. Whatever is low,
yeah,
that's what I pick in hopes that on Friday it can
it
only get
covers.
better, it can only go up.
Yeah,
And it seemed to
that's a
work well
good
for me.
strategy. Yeah, that's a good strategy. But usually you may you may lose some opportunities by taking that strategy. But my strategy tends to be more related with following the move.
Analytical.
Yeah, analytical technical analysis and
Mm-hmm.
following the trend. So
Mm-hmm.
and follow the trends on undervalued uh, currencies.
Assets. Yeah.
Yeah, that have some potential. And my bet were most on AVAX, Solana, and ADA, Cardano. So, and I think those were the ones that gave me big big boosts. And because those projects they were completely destroyed in the last bear market, and they have huge potential. They
Yeah. Started
and
having a good
now
recovery.
yeah, so they have quality, but the value was completely burned to the ground in the last bull run. So now they may start recovering, and so I saw an opportunity when they start recovering and start following the trend and selecting them as my pick. I tried to. There was one week that I tried to pick XRP, but it was not. I was expecting it to start pumping, but it did not. So, but yeah, I think XRP may do some great runs in the next few months. So it's
Yeah.
an asset to keep an eye on.
Yeah, there's still that court case
Yeah,
slightly pending, and it's keeping everything on that, 50-50 edge. So I think, yeah, it's going to slow down. But I had kind of similar feeling.
yeah,
XRP was supposed to be doing a little better before the end of the year, considering the volume of news and things that were coming up. A lot of analysis were indicating that it could have done a slightly better peak
yeah,
before the end, but now it is the end, and yeah, there's no time left. I think
yeah.
everything you mentioned, it's going to be actually on our next bit
Cool,
of news that we're going to review.
Yes.
cool.
Going back to the strategy, I think one that I am going to employ for the next rounds of the FiatLeak fantasy trading is do my picks as close as possible to the time when the
It
prices are
locks.
going to be pinned. So
Yeah.
the Mondays, because quite a few times it was a spur of the moment, you know, while on the live stream picks, and
Yeah,
didn't work out. You have to predict the future too far in advance.
yeah. In fact,
Any kind of accuracy.
in fact, it was kind of unexpected that I won the tournament, because I remember that for at least 2 weeks I had to pick my portfolio in our live
During the
stream.
live. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I did the same,
and
just
and it
never
was
worked.
like, yeah, a lot of days ahead before locking the price.
Yeah,
So
a lot of things would have happened.
It played well, but yeah, a lot of things could have happened that time.
All right. So I
Like
want to
this week.
address something real quick in the chat. There is a user named Samuel Cuckoo who is asking people if any of them would buy his Milix. And Roshni asked, why would you want to sell it? And he says because he needs Bitcoins to make some real cash. So a couple things.
Okay.
We all know that if you have a Milix.com account, you can trade Milix for Bitcoin and vice versa for 0 fees.
Yeah.
And I believe somebody addressed that, and then he says he can't trade because my account is not verified. So logically, you would think verify your account. It's easy.
Yeah.
There should be no issue. Also, be aware that when you are using Bitcoin and you're going to send Bitcoin out, you're going to incur fees, the miner fees, the network fees. That's completely outside of the platform that you're using. So
that's right.
If you have Milix, make sure you have enough Milix that would be able to pay for those fees. My suggestion is to hold and stack, accumulate, and then do whatever you want with it, with the awareness of knowing that you can cover your fees. And that goes for any cryptocurrency. I hope that was a good public service announcement. Having a really hard time hearing myself because I'm hearing double. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and jump on to the news.
It is. Also, Bitcoin fees at the moment, they are at a historical high.
Historically, yeah.
And purely for the purpose of testing, I have done some last week, taking anything out or moving any kind of Bitcoin over any kind of exchange where you would need FKY anyway. No, FKY. I keep getting that mixed up.
KYC.
Yeah, KYC. FKY is a techno-French DJ. We keep getting mixed up with KYC.
Yeah.
Not the first time. But yeah, I was looking close to $50 for moving some Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, unless you're moving, a couple of Bitcoin, it really makes it a bit of a silly thing to do. And
do you know any place where you can use Bitcoin Lightning Network to move Bitcoins?
Oh, there's a ton of places. I mean, all the exchanges
some
for the most part allow it.
Does, for example, Binance allow it? I'm not
Well, there's a lot of exchanges that they deal with wrapped Bitcoin, and I believe when they're wrapped, they're using the Lightning Network.
Okay.
Speaking of Bitcoin-related assets, if you look at the market summary right now, we have Bitcoin Diamond and Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Interesting. They're doing very well right now. Do you see that in the market summary? BCD.
Very well.
Yeah.
I don't have much on that.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
What do you think about those projects, Doctor? Bitcoin Diamond and Bitcoin
Satoshi Vision.
The other one?
SV.
Satoshi.
Yeah, SV. The Craig Wright project, I guess.
No insight whatsoever on that. I've heard of the Satoshi one a few weeks ago, but I've done no research.
Bitcoin SV has been around for a while.
Oh, Bitcoin SV, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, and Craig
Wright's that's just a fork. It's a fork of Bitcoin, isn't it?
Yeah. And there are a lot of diehards, believe it or not. There was a moment in time where we had to take Bitcoin SV off of FiatLeak, and we got a lot of pushback for that. And we brought it back on. But yeah, guys, just remember near the end of the stream, we are going to do a call to action asking all of you to add your Tangled social usernames to the YouTube chat. And when I do that, only then will we accept your names and add them to the wheel. And we're going to spin the wheel at the end, and we're going to have 10 slots for 10 winners, ranging from 1 million to 10 million Milics available. Rajni asks, where is Price? Price, I'm sure, is watching or taking phone calls or in a meeting or doing other important things. But he is here in spirit, and you will probably hear from him later today on Tangle.com. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead
It
and
did appear on
continue.
the chat
I'm going to go
earlier,
ahead and
actually.
start with some general news here. This one was submitted by Octo. Trump dumps millions in Ethereum after disastrous NFT redux. The former president has cashed out $2.4 million worth of Ethereum in the last 3 weeks, Arkham reports. Weeks after attempting with little success to breathe life into his NFT trading card business for a third time, the former president appears to be divesting his considerable crypto holdings. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was his the NFT related to him? Because there was actually quite a few that weren't related to him, but they were about him in the past. In fact, there was even NFTs made in the time of the elections. They were called Trump for the win or Trump lose. There was NFTs made and coined like instantly as soon as the election started.
Oh, sure. But these
And
are his official ones where they were kind of like randomized, apparently, of different Trump as different characters. I'm
right,
muting myself so I can talk here.
Yeah, what's the name of it?
So it's actually hilarious. It's something that you would think is from like SNL or the movie Idiocracy, if you guys ever saw it. But just the sheer fact that a sitting president at the time and now a former president is even pumping out NFTs, whatever you think about, the guy really says a lot about, you know, the NFT industry and the crypto industry at large. But I also think it's very short-sighted if he's cashing out of his Ethereum now, right? We're in the beginnings of a bull market. So also, if you were to consider him a businessman, you know, that he is a businessman, I would say that this is a terrible move, because if he has accumulated $2.4 million worth of Ethereum, I would assume that Ethereum is going to be worth a lot more in a year's time. And unless he really needs the money, that's my takeaway from this.
I think it was kind of like maybe a stop loss kind of sale, because apparently it was a lot more than he put in on the NFTs, and the value of those went down considerably. So this is basically taking some, no profit, but like I said, a stop loss on a previous investment, which means he has completely lost confidence in that. So it is a business move to, you know, take something out before it goes to nothing completely.
Yeah, maybe he's eyeing on another project to try to pump and get more value from, and he thinks that this project that he's getting away from has no future. So yeah, I think that's maybe the move here. Maybe this project has no future and he wants to try another thing, liquidate this.
Or just on a different chain, maybe, as a lot of people do, getting tired of C20. But yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next topic here. We have a lot of topics today. So, all right, the next one is crypto hacking losses plunge by nearly 50% in 2023. Blockchain intelligence firm TRM Labs credits this decline to enhanced security measures, law enforcement, and industry coordination. Blockchain intelligence firm TRM Labs says losses from cryptocurrency hacking in 2023 are down more than 50% from 2022, thanks to improvements in industry security. Well, that's a breath of fresh air
uh,
to hear.
In a way, yeah.
yeah,
I think it was
I
1.7 this year so far against almost 4 point something billion of 2022. So yeah, it's
yeah,
more than 50% down. And the hacking does happen. Yeah,
yeah.
there's been an improvement in security in a lot of cases, and where they managed to catch them quicker, freeze funds in time to save bigger losses. And overall, yeah, it has been better
Hmm.
this year. Although
But
at the same time, you have to. I think some of these hacks they became almost uh, legal rag pulls. So
Mm,
you have to see where that line draws in the sand to determine
yeah,
right.
which side
and
they're
we
how they're classified. But
and
yeah,
Agreed.
we have to consider that we were in the end of a bear market where you have less projects, less people involved,
That
less
too.
that's
projects to hack,
liquidity. Yeah,
like
Yeah.
less money. So yeah, it's normal to see that this the losses is getting lower in that environment. But in the next bull run, I expect these losses to go higher
pick
because
up again. Yeah,
yeah, the same way you will have more people involved, you have more money around, more projects, more
yeah,
things to get wrecked. So
This is
yeah.
what you
and I
call
think
spin right there.
yeah,
Hmm.
How do
if
you spin the data, the news, and put it out there? The 2 points that you both brought up, one is where are you drawing the line in the sand? Some things are now considered legal rug pulls. Also, the activity, has been down because we were in a bear market. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the market cap was less than half of what it was the previous
Yeah,
year.
you
sure.
said it.
Therefore, even with the same percentage of hacks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you make half of what you made the year before. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
statistically, yeah, it probably is about the same. But
Yeah.
we do know that there are new hacks percolating. Uh, I didn't add
yeah,
this, but there was a big, I believe, a 4 point something $1 million worth of chain link that was just hacked, and I believe we have a couple of other items on the list today of hacks or hack
yeah.
related news.
It was recently as November. There was that was it Justin Sun's one, the exchange where
Hmm.
quite a few millions he
HTX,
managed to stop and recover. What's his exchange? Poloniex. And
Poloniex, HTX was another one, which is Justin
Yeah.
Sun's that you mentioned.
that's right. Yeah. But on provision of next year, I think if this as soon as the ETFs will actually get into beginning to function and trade on exchanges, it's going to open a door for a whole new level of hacks of much bigger volumes, because once you have institutional trading on cryptocurrency, it will bring on a new wave of hacks that will have higher levels of liquidity, I think. And however smart a trader you are, even if you are in the stock market, I believe a lot of them will still be susceptible to being screwed over.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The human element, no matter what.
Yeah. Except when you have a bunch of retail traders, you're playing with millions. Once you have institutional trading playing with billions, even smaller percentage of hacks, it could create a bigger amount of damage money wise.
Yeah.
Definitely. So 2023 was a big year in airdrops. And Octo, you submitted an interesting
Yeah,
article here. Um, the top token handouts of the year netted users over $4.5 billion worth of free crypto.
that's right. And
That
that's
is
without
a
counting all the
lot.
fake ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like so much going on with phony airdrops and wallet drainers connected to it.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a trend that I've been seeing too, and I brought up to you guys. A lot of articles being published on Medium, promising airdrops from really big projects, which is clearly not
Fake.
real. You know,
Yeah, on Twitter as well, everywhere.
yeah,
I mean, it's they got
telltale that we're in
added.
a bull market.
What do you
Yeah,
guys think about the airdrops and how do they influence the token?
Well,
the
real
price. Yeah,
quick, I mean, let me just go down the list as far as how much these projects have given. Okay, by the
Yeah.
current market price. Um, our Arbitrium 1.96 billion. Let's go to the next
Yeah, that's
one.
a lot.
We have
A lot.
Blur, $818 million.
I got some of that too. Yeah,
Let's see. Let's keep going here. Celestia, 728 million. Now we'll have a better idea of how this did for these projects if we knew what they were worth when the airdrop happened versus what the value is right now.
Yeah.
yeah. You have to look at the historical charts to
Yeah.
see that.
Nonetheless,
But
this is
also
quite a
looking,
lot of money just given out.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, just give it out. That's doesn't well it doesn't seem very clear to me. Just give money away and
it's a promotion. It's like buying
yeah,
advertising, hoping that your stock goes up. It's a promotional thing. And if you look at the crypto calendars for next year, there's so many planned already, especially in the Solana ecosystem. Still, they have done one of the biggest one this year with Bonk and quite a few coins related to Solana, and plenty more to come next year as well. There's a couple of sites where you can check
did you
the.
get some bonk coins?
Not on the Solana ones, no. I did get some Flare. I've got some Blur, and funny enough, a bunch of Luna 2, because I was an original Luna holder. I was lucky to
Classic.
pull out before everything collapsed. So yeah, that was my airdrop. That was my bit of luck.
Yeah.
And but still, all the snapshots were made when I had wallets with them in it. So up to today, I think even on some exchanges, I keep getting a little bit of Luna 2 every week or every month. And yeah, that's about it. Of the other ones you mentioned earlier, I haven't been in any of them. This year, for me, 2023, has been a year where a lot of I had too many cryptocurrencies on my hands, in the sense of I had a very wide variety of, a mix of the top 10 and some useless moonshots that ended up dying or not doing very well. So I've done a lot of cleaning up and a lot of swinging here and there to manage to keep the portfolio from not losing as much as the market in total. By doing that, I got out of a lot of the currencies that were necessary to have in your wallet to get the airdrops.
See.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I got really tired of sieving through all the phony ones. Every list I was added on every social and everything connected to all these fake airdrops, that I really got tired, and I decided that I really don't care about whether if they're real or not. I just, if it happens, I will see them in my wallet. If they don't, I'm not looking for it. I'm not clicking on any websites at all. Go and claim anything, because 9 out of 10 it will just be a scam.
Scam. Yeah.
So yeah, good luck to who got it.
You better have one wallet just for airdrops.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that a lot of the airdrops, they give you the equivalent of whatever coin you have in there. Like when I
Yeah.
had the Flare airdrop that started 2 years ago. It's because I was holding XRP on
Right.
some of the exchanges where it was
Yeah.
given away to,
Flare was an
and
interesting one, you
it
know.
was, yeah. I even traded some of it. Ended up selling all of it with some, well, obviously profit. It was all profit because I didn't have to buy it.
Right.
But yeah, I'm out of that too. A few
Yeah.
months ago, I think
XRP
I've
had
already stopped.
Flare, and they also called it Spark Token, but then they dropped that, I believe, and they had another one called Songbird. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. I still
Which,
have a few of those. I think left over from the airdrop on Kraken. I think. Yeah.
yeah, I have some on Kraken. I think even maybe Coinbase had it. I just remember when I got the news about the airdrop for Flare, I made sure that all the accounts I had some XRP in there, thinking it was going to be a nice, juicy airdrop. Not so
It
much.
was about, or you could have exchanged for a burger and fries.
Or a candy bar
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. Hey, it's
But it was a
something.
Yeah.
big number though, so it was
Yeah.
nice to see.
Yeah.
Oh, you go airdrop to 10,000 Flare.
Yeah.
Okay, how much is it worth? $3. All right.
Yeah. Sweet.
You
I'll
have to
go
wait
travel
some
back in
years.
time to the 50s and
You-
I don't know what I could buy
Yeah.
you there. But, let's move on to some Bitcoin news, the king of kings. Um, the first one I have here is Bitcoin worth $1 billion leaves exchanges in the largest single day outflow in 12 months. Net outflows from exchanges are often taken to represent investors' intention to hold coins for long term. On Wednesday, just over 28,000 Bitcoin worth 1.19 billion left centralized exchanges, the largest single day outflow in Bitcoin terms since December 14th of 2022, so about a year, according to data
yeah.
tracked by blockchain analytics from Glassnode. So yeah, people,
Yeah.
heavy traders seem to be wanting to go long. They see
Yeah.
the writing on the wall.
I don't think it really
But
means anything though, because I mean that he left an exchange, it doesn't mean anything. He could have just moved into
yeah.
another one and
Yeah.
been exchanged for, I don't know, Ethereum or anything else to
Well,
try
if
and
it's
get
if it's
that little edge.
outflowed, wouldn't they also see if there's inflows?
Well, yeah, that's what the trading volumes are. They're just a
Yeah.
mix of the two. And
Yeah.
once
But
they see a general outflow from exchanges, it could just mean that it's going into NFTs. It's going into the new flavor of the last month, which is
mhm.
ordinals NFTs, and therefore it would still look like it's flowing out of the exchanges, but it
It's just being
doesn't.
relocated and
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
that's
considering
yeah.
as today that it's not particularly high, but you have a 34 billion per 24 hours trading volume, it's still a small percentage.
Yeah. So let's move on then.
Yeah,
MicroStrategy boosts its Bitcoin holdings to $8 billion.
yeah,
The
that's a bit
company
of a
has spent
bigger.
$5.9 billion to build its Bitcoin treasury. Only last month, MicroStrategy, which sells data analyzing software to other businesses, announced that it had spent $593 million on 16,130 Bitcoin. In total, it has bought Bitcoin at an average price of 31,168 per coin. Bitcoin is now trading at 42,226
I,
dollars
I I
according
think
to FiatLeak.
I think they managed to buy those 16,000 Bitcoin because they issued more stock. So to get to get money to buy those Bitcoins, and I don't think that's a good signal for the investors on MicroStrategy because they are getting like how
Mm.
do we say it? You get your stock gets um, I don't recall the term, but it's like if you have one stock that now it's $1, and then they issue another one, yours is 50
It's worth
cents
half.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth half. So yeah, you get diluted. So I don't think that's a good thing for the investors, because
Well, yeah,
they,
it
they are
depends.
okay, they are buying Bitcoin. The investors, they are investing on my MicroStrategy, because MicroStrategy holds Bitcoin. Okay, that's good, but maybe not so good, because
But that
you can
depends.
get diluted anytime.
If you're saying that they issued more stocks
Yeah,
of their company, yeah, then of course it will go down. But not far, not long ago, like a few weeks ago, they announced that they were basically 100% up on their stocks because of the
I remember
amount of
that.
Bitcoin and the inflow. Uh,
yeah,
because of that, they added. It was only like 2 3 days ago that they bought an extra. What was it? 14,000 Bitcoin.
yeah.
That's how they made it up to about 8 billion's worth. And I think they the cash used to buy that, it's the extra inflow of money from the investors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure if they actually issued a whole bunch of new stocks, because, as you said, if they do that, automatically the price goes down. Market cap
well,
stays the same, and having more stocks, it will dilute it down to, you know,
yeah,
however
but
much they added.
Right.
But they
in
have
order
had
in
a
order
lot of
in order
investment.
to get in order to get dollar, they have to sell stock. They had to sell stock, so they added more stock to the circulation. That's how the stockholders get diluted.
Yeah, yeah, but
So
Bitcoin, this move, it's basically increased the percentage of Bitcoin they have
yeah,
compared to something else that they have. So maybe they sold something else at a profit just to up the percentage of Bitcoin they hold, compared to some other kind of stock that they have.
I don't think they sold something, because well, I think they only hold Bitcoin, and
Well,
and
as a company, as you said, they sell data. They have
and, and
they have a lot of different investments.
the company is a data analyzing software. I don't think they are very profitable just as a software company. They are profitable because of the holdings that they have on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin price is going up, the stock price goes up. They see that as an opportunity to get more dollars to buy more
It's their
Bitcoin.
it's their micro
Yeah,
strategy of sorts.
yeah, yeah. They sell
Well,
they sell stock to get more Bitcoin. So
according to this, they hold stocks of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. Bitcoin, it's one part of it, but they own stock of a lot of things. And the stock they hold, it's traded, which means bought and sold.
yeah,
So some of the gains from that trading made them, enough money to buy a little extra Bitcoin. Although from a trader point of view, it's, yeah, not really the best time. And an average of 31,000 per Bitcoin in total that they have, because they only started buying Bitcoin, what, 4 years ago? Not,
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
it's not very low.
yeah. It's not.
Although, well, you know, yeah, it
Yeah,
depends how you look at it. But if they only
it
started,
depends when you start.
yeah,
So yeah, on to the next one, and we'll just keep going through Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin miners reduce BTC holdings as miner price nears $65,000. Bitcoin miner profitability is on show for all to see amid concerns over Bitcoin price susceptibility to their activities. Bitcoin miners could be among the largest profit takers as BTC price struggles near $43,000. Data shows. Much to do about
Hmm.
nothing, or what?
well, to make it a business, they would have to take profit at some
Yeah,
point. And,
they have to sell.
considering what's in their calendar, which is the halving and everything else, you got to pick a time. Now the price is struggling, but it's not really struggling, in my opinion.
Quotations.
It's just, kind of standing around the top that it has had for the last year.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they think, okay, it's not going to go much higher than that right now. And it could just been picked like a good time to take some profit out. You're going to have to pay for these miners.
But I just
So,
wonder, like, is that really their only option to take profit? Is by actually selling their Bitcoin?
well,
Couldn't they, use
that's
their
that's the only thing they
Bitcoin to take
really
out,
earn.
you know?
That's what they earn. So,
Yeah.
and considering that they have been talking and doing uh, hardware upgrades recently and probably foreseeing some before the halving, because it's going to take down, the hash rate keeps going up. There's new technology coming up in miners
Mm-hmm.
all the time.
Right.
Only once in a while, there is the cost of having to upgrade all your hardware.
Yeah.
If you want to make it, that little bit more profitable compared to energy costs and everything else, all your expenditure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I found,
So,
yeah.
I mean, historically, miners, they have been, selling large chunks, not very regularly, but at some points through the year, they have been taking profit.
Farmers
They
are going
have
to
They,
sell
they
their
don't trade them.
crops, you know?
Yeah, they have to sell
Yeah.
to keep the
Yeah,
operation.
Yeah. And it's good for us, too, Put some more in there for us to take a piece, I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So check this
Well,
one out, guys. Kathy Woods goes into Bitcoin futures ETF, dumps Grayscale. Woods cites
Mm-hmm.
abundance of caution ahead of SEC decision on ETF. The fund sold 2.25 million shares of Grayscale Bitcoin's trust. So,
I think
abundance of
she
caution by selling Grayscale Bitcoin trust,
I think she has the same thought that Price had. Price, I remember that Price said that as soon as the ETF are approved, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is going to lose value because everyone will change their investment to an ETF instead of investing on Grayscale
Yeah,
Bitcoin Trust. So
logically.
yeah, I think that's a I think that's a good movement. Uh, I don't know why they talk about Bitcoin future ETF. Is there any Bitcoin future ETF?
I don't know, but Bitcoin futures, all it is, it's leveraged, which means not being spot trading. It's not handling. It's
Yeah,
just speculation. Being leveraged, your profits come out in dollar or stable coin from that,
yeah. But
and selling that, it means just that they're shorting it.
is there any Bitcoin future ETF available in the stock market right now?
Not in the stock market, as far as I know, but on exchanges.
Yeah,
And the same
yeah.
way the companies, large
I
companies, are holding Bitcoin and trading them over exchanges, although ETFs are not there, it
well,
still doesn't stop anybody from
uh,
investing in it. And futures
that's
is the
what it catch my attention is that they said in this in the headline that she goes into Bitcoin future ETF.
Yeah.
I don't think Katie would invest on anything that is not in the stock market. That I don't think she's investing on Binance Bitcoin future.
That's
True.
right.
So
Maybe she just doesn't understand. I don't know. But futures, yeah, ETF futures is something I haven't really heard of. When you're talking about ETFs, it's still
yeah.
tangible bitcoins that are going to be traded. So it's
Mhm.
spot trading. Uh, so yeah, I don't know exactly what they're referring to.
Yeah. kind of.
But if it is something that you can do, like for any retail
Hmm.
trader or anybody trading on exchanges,
Yeah.
when you're trading futures, you kind of you borrow an imaginary Bitcoin to
Hmm.
short or long in
Yeah.
a way. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah.
moving any actual coins.
Yeah. There is
So
nothing.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like going down the betting shop.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is without saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
the G
Yeah.
word.
Yeah. That's it.
Um, let's move on to Ethereum here, guys. So we have some Ethereum news. We have about two headlines over here. Let me go to the second one that we have here. It says Ethereum leaps as Ethereum co founder Vitalik Buterin shares proof of stake simplification proposal. The leading smart contract platform by volume is seeing a raise in price after its co founder shared a proposal to simplify its proof of stake mechanism. In a new thread, Ethereum co founder Vitalik Buterin releases his proposal on how to improve the top altcoins blockchain, saying that it would make the proof of stake system considerably simpler and lighter. Have you guys looked into this?
I didn't look into the details. I just saw the news about this, and I think he's proposing some improvements to the protocol, which is good, which shows that there are developments. They are thinking about how to improve this chain, how to make things simpler and faster. Um, yeah, I think that's good sign. A good signal for Ethereum ecosystem. So yeah, I think that's my take. It's something good that they
And
are
would this
trying
be
to
on
propose here.
the layer one?
Yeah, yeah. I
No, it
think
should be on the
no,
layer
it's Leo. It's in the
layer two.
Ethereum.
So you
Yeah.
can uh, build off of the layer one itself, right? Like you can't do changes.
Well, to the Ethereum, yeah, they can do changes to Ethereum layer one.
They can.
Well, I think this was talking
Yeah,
about layer two on the proof of stake ones. That it's I think it's up in the tech a little bit because you can see other projects that run on it doing better than Ethereum
yeah,
itself. So
Sure.
it's going to have to up the tech a little bit on
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
It's just showing,
yeah.
that they're not sleeping and letting everybody else play with the Ethereum or on Ethereum, but they're actually still doing something. I think there was another one of the news directly related to this.
So what I have here is for the other topic is Vitalik Buterin out. Oh, this yeah, Vitalik Buterin outlines plans to make Ethereum cyberpunk again. Or is it
I don't,
cypherpunk again? There we go. The
I don't know
Ethereum
what.
blockchain needs to receive the cypherpunk revolution envisioned for the network in its early days. Unless that was a typo by whoever wrote this. The co-founder of the second largest cryptocurrency by capitalization, Vitalik Buterin, published a new post on his blog entitled "Make Ethereum Cypherpunk Again." That lists several ways to improve the network. So I guess it goes beyond staking and whatnot.
Hmm.
Now, is that right? Cypherpunk and not cyberpunk?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I misread because I thought it was about the cyberpunk NFTs on Ethereum.
Yeah, cipher.
Yeah.
Cypherpunk.
It says cipher. Maybe
Yeah.
there's something to it, but
Yeah, also implying that it's not the first one or not the first time that it
yeah.
does. So I'm lost. I'll have to get.
Well, let me ask you guys something on a technical level because this is beyond my comprehension or understanding. So, people use Polygon Network to kind of help them with the fees and that you would incur with
Speed.
the
Yeah.
gas fees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Ethereum improve their gas fees as they've tried to match what Polygon's managed to do on the layer 2, but get it done on the layer 1? So you don't need Polygon.
That's a question for Ericsson, but I believe it could. And I think
Yeah,
a lot of the fees are really down to the security side of
yeah,
Ethereum compared to anything else.
Mm.
Therefore, uh, it would have to be a good bit of improvement
yeah,
to be able to compete with everybody else
yeah,
that's handling ERC20 now.
yeah. Technically, it's possible. They can lower the fees, but as you said, Octo, it's more related with the security level.
Mm.
Yeah,
And it's a measurement. It's a way they can ensure the security by having higher fees. So and requiring people to stake higher amount of Ethereum to be validators. So it's, um,
it's already
it's
pretty
all
high.
related. Yeah, it's everything is higher. So you have to put more on stake to be a validator, and you don't want to put a lot on stake if you are going to get very low fees from staking your Ethereum
Mm.
and be a validator. So it's some there is some relation between security and the fees and how many Ethereum you need to stake to be a validator.
Yeah, but also as I don't know, I was reading and the lowering the fees for Ethereum, the fee is not actual cost, like how much electricity you need to make
Yeah,
a transaction. Keeping the fee at a certain level is a psychological security in a way. If
yeah,
we make it too cheap, it will feel
yeah.
like it's
It
a shit coin, and
it
it's
adds
not secure enough. So
it adds some
basically,
friction. It adds
yeah, it's a
friction because
decision that he has to keep the right balance of still looking solid and serious as a coin.
yeah, you just mentioned something because yeah, if it's too low, you get some kind of attack that could impact the network
That's right.
functionality.
Yeah, yeah.
As
You'll
if
have
people start spamming the network.
yeah.
Mm.
So a lot of smart contracts
Yeah,
screwing around with that will
hmm,
eventually create some damage, as
yeah,
most of the hacks
yeah,
that happened the last year. It happened all the time. They are mainly to do with smart
yeah.
contract
I, s- I, s-
tiny flows that you can exploit.
I just realized a few days ago that I was receiving some transactions in Polygon network, and those transactions had zero USDC value. So
Mm.
they just trying to fake a USDC deposit,
Right.
and that's on it only happens on Polygon because you pay less than 1 cent to send that transaction. So you're not going to do this kind of things on Ethereum where you pay $3 or more to transact.
That's right.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, kind of
Interesting.
adding some friction there.
Although
Interesting.
Ethereum, yeah, going back to the news Danny read about this was it upgrade or second wave of cypherpunk. I really have to check what that is because
Yeah, me too.
I really think it's got a lot to do with yeah, Ethereum trying not to look like they're doing nothing about their own chain.
Right.
Because at the moment you have, as you were mentioning, Polygon, Arbitrium, and Optimism all doing better than Ethereum, but they are running on Ethereum's chain. They're
Hmm.
Yeah,
basically doing the work that Ethereum could be doing by itself
yeah.
if it was a little more up to date with their tech
Right.
True.
without going in specifics.
Well, a couple things,
Mhm.
guys, I want to bring up. The first thing is I'm pretty sure we're going to start the next season of the FiatLeak Fantasy Day Trader next Monday. And so stay
Oh,
tuned for that at tangle.com, where you are given a imaginary 1 million US dollars worth of money to invest. And the key is for your portfolio picks have to perform really well. And that means on Friday we will announce who the winners are. You'll have from now until Monday, I should say, to choose your picks. There should be a
So
post
Sunday.
on FiatLeak's group page on Tangle.com. So head on over there after the stream, make your picks, and next Friday we will announce the winners for week 1 of season 2. And
We have
in
up to the
addition
very
to
last
that,
hours of this year.
we are going to go ahead and do our call to action. If you are still with us and you have a Tangled username, go ahead and add your username to the YouTube chat now, and we will add you to the wheel that we will be spinning very shortly for your chance to win some Millix. We have 10 slots available, ranging from the prizes of 1 million Millix to 10 million Millix. And so go ahead and add your usernames in the chat now, and make sure after the stream to add your portfolio picks by going to FiatLeak's group on Tangle.com. And if you don't mind, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it helps with the algorithms. And afterwards, give us a comment if you like. And with that said, are you guys excited about season 2 of FiatLeak Fantasy Day Trader?
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. I think everybody has learned, a few new tricks to improve our performance for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to beat Ericsson.
We should apply those and see how it goes.
Danny wants to beat me this time.
Yeah.
So do I.
I think you got a lot of
too.
targets on your back.
I always get introduced as this legendary trader, and I suck at this fantasy trading.
A lot of it is luck, though, man.
Except this time, as I said, this week was surprisingly good.
It's a particular set of strategies for this.
Skills, yeah. It's not exactly like in real life, because it's a future prediction. It's like not being able to change an order you made if you if you see some price action changing.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's locked.
It's okay. This time for next week, I have time until the midnight of the 31st or something like that. Yeah, which is Sunday.
Yes. So Roshni has a question before we move on to some Solana news. And his question is, I have a question. What you think the Bitcoin price is in 2024? That's kind of tough to say because are you talking about January 2024? Are you talking about December 2024? Maybe what he is alluding to is, what do you think Bitcoin is going to peak at in this coming year?
It's hard.
Like at the top,
yeah.
If it means like at all-time high,
let's
not
assume
all-time high, but
like top.
The yearly high for next year.
I would say at least 140.
Wow.
You're being conservative over the 150 predictions.
Yeah.
Still not going for the full 250, some people say.
Yeah.
Purely analyzing the charts, considering some factors like the halving and FOMO bringing in. I think I would say over 100,000, but I'm keeping myself very wide to.
That's more conservative.
I know, but it could mean 199.
Yeah.
That's why. I don't know. King 555 says January 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay. Why that specific date?
If I were to give a span, I would say it'll on the low end.
Well, considering
like
that is actually my birthday,
high is 140.
Nice to know, Arthur.
Yeah. It could be. No, I think on that specific date, we're looking at. Let's look at
50.
Yeah.
50 in January.
I think it could be a 50. Yeah.
Nice. That's a good number.
Which does not coincide with my age.
Oh. Yeah.
So let's move on to some Solana news as we're rounding out this stream
What
here.
is happening on Solana?
Oh, he says he's
So-
selling in 2024. Right.
Mm.
So we know when it's selling.
So get ready
You
for a
sell
big dip
before.
in the market.
Yeah, exactly. Let's buy the day after.
Yeah.
Let's buy
when
the
key
dip.
drops. So I found some
100K.
interesting Solana news here. They're all negative, but I'm going to start with the good news, the positive news. Solana-based Bonk overtakes Shiba Inu and Dogecoin volumes. Bonk, a meme coin based on the Solana network, has seen a significant price rise since November. The meme coin's price remained stagnant for most of 2023, but has skyrocketed over the past month. So that's amazing to me that it's skyrocketed and surpassing trading volume, I assume, from Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. But then at the same token, I'm going to read you guys another article. Solana in trouble? Max Kaiser hints a rug pull in cryptic tweet. Max Kaiser warns of potential rug pull for Solana's due to heavy VC involvement and centralization. Solana's recent price drop has sparked concerns about profit taking by big investors. Despite the price dip, Solana's long-term potential remains strong based on its tech and ecosystem. While I'm at it, guys, I'm going to read one more. It says Solana's dip below $100 slips back behind Binance Coin in crypto ranking. Traders were moving capital from Solana to stablecoin, suggesting profit taking, one analyst said in an interview. Solana buckled Thursday almost 6% over the past 24 hours to $98, as the previous week's ecosystem frenzy and Solana-based meme coin rally showed signs of losing steam. A little bit of a conflicting and
Yeah.
over
Well,
thinking
the
news.
news about Bonk, that's good. I think the news about Bonk.
Yeah.
That's
means
just in
that-
numbers, though. I mean, looking
Yeah.
at the chart since the last stream we did, it was almost at the top. He almost lost a half of his
Yeah.
gains during the last week.
But still,
But look at where
I
it
don't
was a
think
month
this-
ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, some people are actually making back, or
Yeah,
some
but
people
I
are
don't think
selling, and I
this-
think it's not down to the news. It's down that they were airdropped a lot of it when they bought the phone, so they wanted to make some money back.
The phone.
And taking profits
Yeah.
in this time of the year and this kind of market, I think is healthy. It shows that it's not just a fear and FOMO. There is some actual proper trading going on.
Yeah. And
And
it's not just a pump and dump.
yeah.
So,
And as for a lot of VCs being involved in the project, it's always has been from the beginning.
yeah,
And so it is in a lot of other of the top 10.
projects.
So
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's those VCs, they are going to take profit too. So
I'm sure
people
those
just-
VCs, and they're
Open
not
market.
going to want to lose money because nobody does. So
Yeah.
it also gives a little bit of extra confidence on Solana once you have institutional VCs involved.
That's true.
if they
So-
Taking it serious.
if they are
Yeah.
investing in the projects because they see potential, they want to take profit from it, from their investments.
Yeah.
The traders want to know that they also have to be
Yeah.
careful.
And you're in the game to make money.
Yeah.
So I think what's being referred to as rug pull, it could kind of mean taking profit.
take profit.
What I
That's
mean.
not a rug pull.
Yeah,
it
a
will
rug
not-
pull is not the right terminology to describe this.
Yeah. Although
At
it
all.
does make news. So
Yeah.
I think any news is a good news.
But coming from Max Kaiser, that's kind of like bad use
and he
of
managed
words.
to maybe like this, he managed to buy below 100, which
Yeah.
after the other day was not possible.
It's true.
So it looks like Twin Gambino in the chat says 48,000, then back down to 31 to 35,000 quickly, then off to the races.
It
Oh,
could
that is
be.
my friend.
It could be. It
Oof.
could back down and then start the race.
You think
I
we'll
think
see 31,000 in January?
well,
As soon as
not
January?
31. I don't think 31.
I
But
think it could go down, maybe not that much, but that would
yeah.
still keep it in a regular course that it's supposed
Hmm.
to have. There's supposed to be a decent, let's call it dump, because correction technically uh, it should be around the 10%,
Hmm.
and 31 it's a little extreme maybe, but it could be a flash candle down to 31. It still wouldn't be surprising or that uh, not dangerous, but that bad in a certain
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
There could be some large sale from exchanges, from a whale, from anybody really that could make this happen, and it still would not uh, change the course of the market in general,
Hmm.
Yeah.
in my opinion. Could be wrong, because if it drops below that and then stays around those levels for a
That's bad.
while, that could indicate a change in trend.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I don't really see
See
it.
that. Yeah. I don't see
Yeah,
that.
I don't see a change in trend at least until May, until the halving.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I mean, if you look at the fear and greed index,
Hmm.
uh, zooming out, because when in doubt, always zoom out.
Definitely.
I don't think it really could. I mean, there's been like two wars going on last year, and some major global um, things happening, and it did not influence the overall trend of the
Yeah.
market. If you look in this year, we dipped below a total market cap of less than 1 trillion, and now we are over 1.75 trillion. I think even Bitcoin dropping to 31, it would lower that a little bit. Obviously, there'll be some correlation from alts, from every other coin, which it could make a bit of a dent on the total market cap, but not extreme.
Yeah, I think 2024, regardless, is going to be a very fruitful and also wild ride. And we're going to hit some new milestones, some new highs. We're going to learn of some new projects. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I love this time of the cycle.
Yeah.
31, 35. Yeah, 35. Yeah, more likely.
I think
It says between
35 or
31 and
36 is more
35.
realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Fine.
part of the accumulation phase.
Yeah. Yeah, there's people
And
wanting to get in
35
now
would
and
be
they
a
have
good dip,
the.
which
Yeah. Good deep to accumulate.
I'm sure it will be overbought if it dips to those levels,
Yeah.
and
People
very
will
quickly
accumulate a lot.
recover from that.
Yeah.
But it does have to happen, in my opinion, too. Absolutely. It's part of the market. It always has to do that.
So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and run the wheel. We only
I
have
think Metal
5
Pack
people.
was here.
We only have
Did
But
you
5
add
Metal
people.
said goodbye a while ago, I think.
Can you
Just
guys hear
yet to
me?
leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
We're running the
Danny,
wheel now. Yeah, what's up?
I nominated G/Crypto News as my entry.
Oh,
I sent
are
it
we
to you.
nominating today? Okay.
Yeah.
Are we nominating?
Crypto
Okay.
News.
I'm
I
not
sent a
prepared.
message in Slack for you.
Okay. Octo, do you want to nominate?
You need to give me a second.
I'll do Seattle, John.
Yeah. Let's.
And I think Metal Pack had to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, she had
she
to
left
leave. She
before
said
I did the
goodbye a
CTA.
short while ago, but she was here from the beginning.
So if you add one person, then we'll have 8 total, which means I'm going to remove 1 million and 2 million.
Okay.
So the
I
first prize
could
will be 3 million
nominate
and up.
a friend
Let's spin the
that I
wheel.
see on the live, because
He
I
is
did
in
invite him.
Twin
although I
Gambino.
don't think he has a Tangle account yet.
Oh, well, he
In
had
Twin
provided.
Gambino?
Yeah, Twin Gambino. It's an old friend of mine.
Yeah, he has to create a Tangled account.
Yeah,
So he has
I
one,
don't
right?
think he has, although he has been invited, but he probably will after this.
Yeah, sure. We will
Yeah.
welcome him at tangled.com.
Okay, well, he did provide a username, but it doesn't exist. I see.
Oh,
So
weird.
I'm going to remove him from this.
Oh, yeah.
So we're down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I didn't give you a nomination yet.
Yeah.
No, I just can't think of anybody that I haven't nominated already on the previous times.
Maybe Psych?
Let's nominate the wife, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's usually supportive, but yeah, let's put her in because she did put the effort in. Although today she's out doing some things and
Yeah.
now she can attend, but yeah,
All right, so let's
sure
get
she'll be glad
into.
to find a little
Alrighty.
present. when she gets-
Prize, yeah.
So while I spin the wheel, Octo, give us your 2 cents, your knowledge, your take on the market summary and all things crypto. What do you see? What's in your
The summary.
crystal ball?
Yeah, well, what I did see today in the last 24 hours, it's an edge of uncertainty because it is the end of the year and a lot of things are going on. It's usually a mad time for the market. Bitcoin, it's just over under 43, dip in, raise in, very small percentages. And I've noticed that all the altcoins, they are basically going sideways. There's not been, for the first day in quite a while, not major, double-digit gainers or losers. Looking at the market summary right now as well, I think we have BCD and BSV on 11% to 16% gains. And the biggest loser being Scale, that's as well 11%. So
Yeah.
it's a complete sideways waiting for something to happen. Yeah, nothing major going on.
What do you think is going on in the Rep Milix market?
The Rock Minix, I've noticed there was a lot of action in the last few days. The volumes were up. There was a lot of trades going on. Today, it started a little slower. There was a slight drop in volumes, but
Yeah.
the price has been doing pretty good.
I think we had a big volume a few days ago, while people, I think they were accumulating
Yeah.
a lot, and now we see the volume is going down, but the price is going up.
Yeah.
Compared to
Looking at the
when,
charts, it looks like it could be a slight reversal now because it has been gaining steam for a few days, slight downtrend for the last couple of days, and now the way it's moving, it looks like it's ready to go up another step.
Yeah.
What's
So
interesting is that
traders,
it maintained a much tighter spread than usual, between the buy and the sell, which it
That's
correlates with something being traded a little bit more. When there's not much volume, there's nothing going on. You have crazy spreads of even 50% over a 1 hour.
That's a lot.
Now you can draw tighter lines around it, and that's it's a good sign in the sense of being taken more seriously.
In the last 15 days, I think it was a good opportunity for someone that wants to accumulate. Because
absolutely. Sale prices.
I did put in my 2 cents as usual in there, and I managed to do quite a little bit of very quick buys and sales at 10-20% higher or lower,
Yeah.
Great.
therefore accumulating.
Amazing.
Yeah.
2 points, guys.
And I've
real
noticed
quick.
that also the exchange in the past, there was a lot of times where there was no activity.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a 5-6 hours,
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep kind of time
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the exchange.
Mhm.
And
No, it's
now I haven't seen many of those gaps for quite a few
Yeah.
days.
that's good.
There were
That's
some
great.
technical problems on deposits. I mean, I had
Oh, yeah.
some, we all had some
We all had some.
in the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks. I think there was some major upgrades going on in all of their
The core
Oh,
of the
yeah.
exchange.
was,
Every single one of them. It feels like.
every single one of them. They managed to have finished all the upgrades and sort everything out. In fact, even if you look at the exchange overall volumes, they have gone back to
Yeah.
what it was
That-
before, but there was definitely a dent made during that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like we might not be able to buy for 1 cent anymore for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I think.
And
Yeah.
I'm glad I did when I could.
There is a big wall. I think there is a big wall. 16,000 rep milligs on one cents, 1.3 cents.
1.325, yeah, there's a fat one there. And
It's
yeah,
hard to break.
overcome that gap. It's going to take
Quite a
somebody
sell-off.
willing to sell that
Yeah.
cheap, which the way
Yeah.
the charts are looking at the moment, it's not so likely.
Realistic at the moment.
Yeah.
So, guys, real quick. First and foremost, congratulations to Psych for being the grand prize winner of 10 million Millix.
Oh, very
Yeah,
nice.
right.
Ooh,
And
I'm
then-
getting a special treat tonight then.
Yeah.
And then Seattle John was second place, which was my proxy, which is funny how that works. And then I want to leave you guys off with this. It's a question and also something to look forward to. Isn't today, December 29th, the deadline that the Security and Exchange Commission gave for approving
Yeah.
For submitting.
for one of
Submitting
the
the-
for submitting ETF.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not the decision day.
Not the
No,
decision.
I
that's-
think the
but-
next talk about it, it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, January 10th.
Yeah. Which is not so far.
No.
Yeah, but today was the deadline for submitting the application.
That's true.
So, yeah.
January is
That
going to
could
have a lot of
have had
fireworks,
something.
whether it's red or green. There's just going to be a lot of fireworks. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, guys, this was a great stream. We had practically an hour and 20 minutes. I want to thank everyone who joined us today. We appreciate you guys tremendously. Make sure to like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe. Visit us on X. Feel free to share and like as well. Let's continue the conversation on Tangle.com. Check out FiatLeak on Tangle.com to enter into the FiatLeak Fantasy Day Trader. And make sure to also tune back in on Tuesday, where we will have another one of these awesome live stream featuring the usual suspects. Until then, I want to thank Octo and Dr. Erickson for providing their infinite knowledge on everything crypto and beyond. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful
Danny.
weekend. Until then, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a
Take
nice
care.
weekend and a happy new year.
Happy
We'll
New
see
Year.
you
That's
all in the
true.
new year.
See you next year,
Tuesday,
guys.
Next year.
2024.
Cheers.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Bye.